Hello, everyone, and welcome back to This Day in History, our nightly look back at a specific day in history, where we take a look back at the events of a day, the historic context in which those events took place, and the historic ramifications of those events. As always, if you have not yet, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell notification icon to be alerted anytime I post new content, and tell a friend. And without any further ado, This Day in History, night June 26th. And on this day in 1975, Sonny Bono and Cher ended their marriage. After 13 years together and 6 years of marriage, the last 3 for the cameras, Sonny Bono and Cher were legally divorced. With a string of pop hits in the mid-60s that began with the career-defining I Got You Babe, Sonny and Cher established themselves as the most prominent and appealing married couple in the world of popular music. Hipper than Steve Lawrence and Eddie Gilmore, and more fun than John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Sonny and Cher projected an image of marital harmony that a lot of people could relate to. An image not so much of a perfect bliss, but of a clearly imperfect yet happy mismatch. The couple traded on that image professionally for a solid decade, even several years past the point that it was true. Sonny Bono would go on later to serve in the United States Congress, tragically dying after a skiing accident, and Cher would go on to continue her musical career and become a legend. Cher is also a prominent watcher of C-SPAN, once calling in to Washington Journal and not wanting to reveal her name. It's a quite interesting segment. If you haven't seen it, if you're not familiar with Washington Journal is a television program on C-SPAN, which is created by cable and receives no federal funding. It's a great asset to the American people that the cable and satellite providers provide to the American people. But anyway, Washington Journal is a program that they have on in the morning, and they have prominent newsmakers and politicians. And the best part is they take calls, unscreened calls. They have a line for Democrats, they have a line for Republicans, and a line for independents. Sometimes they'll have support or oppose a certain topic, and sometimes they do the North and South and East and West type phone setup. But Cher called in one morning and was talking, and they just say, the state, you're on Alabama on the Democrat line, or you're on Mississippi, the Republican line. And they threw to Cher, and she was talking, and the host says, "Is this Cher?" And you could tell she was startled, and it was. And as I said, Sonny Bono served in Congress. He tragically died in a tragic skiing accident while serving as a member of Congress, and would be succeeded into office by a woman he later married by the name of Mary Bono. But Cher and Sonny Bono ended their marriage on this day in 1975. Couple of notes. We have a couple of shows coming up in the near future that are going to be quite big, so stay tuned for that. Sunday, I plan on doing a special show for the 51st anniversary of the first of the Stonewall riots, and we will also on July 1st celebrate Canada Day, and on the 4th of July we will celebrate America's Independence Day, and of course on July 2nd we'll talk about how John Adams thought that would be the day that Americans celebrated in revelry. So, several big events coming up. Of course, as I said, America's Independence Day, Canada Day on July 1st, and on Sunday, the 51st anniversary of the raiding of the Stonewall Inn, which led to the gay rights movement in America, and how we're a better place as a nation because of what those courageous men and women did in the aftermath of that attack on their dignity was inflicted, and the founding of the LGBTQ rights movement in America, and how we are all greater for the strides and stand they took. I will see you all then. Have a great night.